Want to create a property in HubSpot to calculate the number of closed-won deals associated with a company? In this video, I'll show you how. Hi, my name is Ryan Schweihart, founder of Whole Heart Impact, where I help organizations simplify their client operations with HubSpot and Zapier. Today's insight, or wholehearted insight, is inspired by a post in the HubSpot community where Krista asks, is it possible to create a custom property on the company entity that calculates the number of won deals associated with the company? The answer is yes. By the end of this video, you'll know how to do this. So let's dive in. The first thing I want to point out is as we look at the property types in HubSpot, what we're going to implement is a calculation. Now, calculation properties cannot be used in forms and are available in professional and enterprise accounts only. So that's something to consider. And what's actually going to happen is we're going to be creating a roll-up type of calculation. So hopping over into my demo account, you'll see that if we go to settings and on the left side, scroll down a little bit to data management section and select properties. And then from the drop down in the top middle, you want to go ahead and select company properties. In this case, we wanted to do it on the company entity, create a property on the company entity. So that's what we're going to do here. And essentially what we're going to do then is create a property. So we're going to click the orange button on the right. And for the object type, we have company selected. Go ahead and select which group you want to put it under. In this case, I would think that this kind of goes under the deal information section. So we can put that in there. Go ahead and give your property whatever label you want to apply to it or name. And so I'll do another count of closed won deals. Go ahead and put in a description if you choose, and then hit next. For the field type, go ahead and select calculation and hit build calculation. Now what you're going to want to do here is go ahead and select count for the calculated property type, and then we're going to want to go ahead and put in a you can either select formatted number or unformatted number. In my case, I went ahead and selected formatted number for the output of the count that we're generating. And then as far as the associated record type, what we're going to do is go down and select deal. Because we're on the company property, we want to find associated deals. If you need to filter by association labels, you have the opportunity to do so here. I'm going to go ahead and leave it for all association labels. And then the associated record property that we're looking at, go ahead and select is closed won. And then we're going to want to go ahead and create a condition. So then here, if I do is closed won numeric, and if that is equal to 1, go ahead and type in the number 1 and hit enter. And then that's pretty much it. So whenever I click create, we will have our property created, and it will go ahead and perform that calculation automatically. If we want to see that calculation in action, a way to do that is to go to CRM companies, and then we're looking at all companies in this case. So I've got some demo information in here, and I already have one generated for this closed won deals. I'm actually going to go ahead and bring in that other calculation that we just made. So if I go ahead and select edit columns in the top right, I can scroll down or search for the one I just created. So I'll type in another count of closed won deals, and I'll go ahead and add that. It comes in at the end. You can rearrange the column or the display of the table there on the right. So hit apply. If I scroll over just a little bit, we'll give it a second So I went ahead and refreshed the page, and here it performed the calculation. And so depending on the number of records that you have, it may take a second for that calculation to fully propagate, but essentially it's dynamic. So as a demonstration, if I were to pick this one here, so we have Watson and Sons. If we dive into that record itself, we will see here on the right the two deals that we have as closed won. Let's say this one turns, this third deal turns to closed won. We'll go ahead and select that. And if I hop back to the table that it's displayed on as far as the count of closed won deals, and I scroll back to the right, we have Watson and Sons here. We should see 3 instead of 2. And there we go. So that's pretty much it. Then if I go back to the property itself as a display, and I click properties, and then I go to the company properties, another count of closed won deals. Like I was saying, it'll display as a roll-up, even though we had to go through kind of the calculation selection as far as the property type. Now there's one other thing that I'd like to highlight. There is a beta for a new property creation kind of workflow or process. Not a workflow, but a new property creation process. And so I want to highlight that because what I just showed you now may be kind of obsolete. So if you go to the top right here and you go to product updates, and then you go to in beta, and then let's see, property. So then if you select here, this updated property creation and editing experience, go ahead and select that, and then you can join the beta. And so there's a demo of it in that product update kind of article or panel. So I'll link to this beta beta opt-in portion, and then you can get in there and see if it's something that you'd be interested in joining. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, bye for now.